Do you want to see how I'm going to grow a local car detailing business to over $50,000 in monthly revenue? Well, stick around to watch the journey so that you can see every step I take in growing this company. I'm a 20-year-old college dropout, and I'm starting a car detailing business in an attempt to grow it to heights unknown in this industry. In this first episode, I'm going to be sharing the necessities for actually starting a car detailing business. Things like products, chemicals, equipment, branding, how to actually detail, as well as setting up foundational things like your Google My Business and your website. If you have any comments, advice, or criticism for me, comment below and let me know any of your thoughts. If you enjoy this content, go ahead and subscribe to follow up with this series and see my business grow to $50,000 a month. Yes, I'm serious whenever I say $50,000 a month from a car cleaning business. So many people online talk about building a business and reaching and making $10,000 a month, which is a great goal. $10,000 a month is actually going to be my first milestone in this series, but no, $10,000 a month is not the end goal here. I personally believe that almost anybody can make $10,000 a month on their own, but the difference here is being able to think like a business owner. In order to get past $10,000 a month, you have to make decisions to be able to scale whatever business you're in, and that's exactly what this series is about. It's a raw look inside of my own business, documenting every action I take in an attempt to scale this business. First things first, I'm going to break down this entire video for you. Firstly, I'm going to talk about my entire business plan of how I plan on getting to $50,000 a month in revenue, along with the milestones I'm setting to get there. Then I'm going to teach a little bit on the necessities of what you need to do in order to start your business, and then continue to grow it to $10,000 in a month. The last section of this video will be my own documented journey over the last month or two and the progress that I've made in the business so far. Now, the business plan, and just to kind of conceptualize everything from my mind into yours, this is going to essentially be my entire business plan in the next minute. First thing is to break down the goal of $50,000 a month into achievable milestones. Number one is hitting your first $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month is essentially a starting point for your business, because that's as much money as you can make all on your own. Then from there, you can start taking yourself out of the business, hiring employees, and scaling from that point forward. Also, this first milestone is done completely with just mobile car detailing. The second goal is going to be $25,000 in a month. Now, this also comes with a bunch of subsequent goals as well. To hit 25K, I will be needing my first employee, a fully mobile van, a shop, and a whole new business plan for ceramic coatings. The reason being is if I, as just one person, can bring in $10,000 a month, that means that whenever I hire my first employee and put him in the fully mobile van, I'm now taking myself out of the business and allowing him to bring in $10,000 worth of revenue. Then that leaves me free to be able to bring in and create even more revenue into the business. Now, after I get my first employee, I will be doing that through ceramic coatings, like I said. And I'll easily be able to bring in $15,000 a month myself by doing 15 to 20 ceramic coatings each month. That's definitely not an easy task, but with the right plan, team, and advertising structure, that's definitely feasible. Now from here, it will be relatively easy to just continue multiplying the revenue, since I already have that flowing into the business and I'll have capital to work with. Going from 25 to 35 and then eventually just hitting $50,000 in a month. Now, breaking that down more, going from 25 to 35 is as simple as hiring another mobile employee and having him bring in another $10,000 a month through mobile car detailing. Going from 35 to 50 is done by one of two things. I can either bring in double the volume of ceramic coatings, adding an additional $15,000 monthly, or I can slightly increase my prices, hire one more mobile detailer, and have him bring me in an additional $10,000 to $12,000 a month. Now that I've kind of explained that, here's it completely broken down. As you can see, really it's just going to be one ceramic coating employee and then 3 mobile detailing employees. This is an easy structure because, as you can see, the ceramic coater will be able to bring in anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 a month, and each mobile detailer will be able to bring in around $10,000 to $12,000 a month, depending on my pricing structure. That will end up right around $50,000 in monthly revenue. And obviously with this much revenue, I'll be incurring a lot of overhead. I've kind of projected and I've found that I'll probably be incurring around $15,000 in monthly overhead. That's spread among small expenses, chemicals and products, the shop rent, payroll, and my total advertising budget. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's start really setting up your business. Now, I'll personally say that I really do think my business plan is quite aggressive, but after putting in tons of thought into my 6-month roadmap and into my business plan, I really do think that no matter what I go through, I'll be able to persevere and continue with this business plan so that I can hit 50 grand. Setting up these foundations won't be done in a day, won't be done in a week, and might not even be in a month. It may take 1 or 2 months to completely get your business set up. I believe that these first few things are the most important part of setting up your business, and that's your branding, your website, and your GMB. One is your branding, and in the beginning, it's as simple as just making your name, your logo, and getting everything professionally done. Go to Fiverr, have somebody professionally design your logo so that it's not sloppy work, and then from there you can go to Vistaprint, get your basic branding like your business card or any sort of other advertising that you want to start with, so that you can start establishing your brand among your beginner clients. Also here, if you want, you can go ahead and order some custom shirts with your branding on it, some hats, really anything you want so that people will take you seriously and see you as a professional. Number 2 is your website, and this is the definition of your business storefront. It's nearly the most important part of your business, and you can go about it in 2 ways. You can either build it yourself if you're kind of savvy with that, or just pay someone to professionally make it. I personally decided to have my own website built and professionally designed by a developer. So now moving forward, I don't really have to do anything with it, just maybe a few small tweaks here and there and some SEO. Thirdly, and most importantly, is your GMB. Your Google My Business is top of priority among this whole list. Nearly every client that you get will be from Google. So having a properly optimized Google My Business, getting a bunch of 5-star reviews, and constantly posting pictures and updates on your page will ensure that Google pushes your business to the forefront so that when people look up car detailing in my city, you come up first. Now, if you're new to detailing and you're just now starting your business, you obviously need to know how to actually do the work. I'm not going to give you a whole spiel on the best products and everything to use, the exact technique to scrub panels. Go to YouTube, watch a few videos of the techniques and the most efficient ways to either clean the inside and the outside of a car, just so you have the basics done and you can start doing your first few clients. Once you get a bunch of clients under your belt, you'll kind of notice that you get in your own groove and you find the most efficient way for yourself. Then just watch any YouTube video on the chemicals and products that you need in order to start. In the description box below, the first link that you'll see will be my Amazon storefront. On there, you'll be able to see every single tool and product that I have and use for my own details, as well as a budget list of things to be able to start your business in under $500. Now, this is really everything that you need to start your business and set the foundations of your company so that you can start growing and scaling to the first milestone of 10 grand a month. From here on, it'll just be me documenting my journey, and you'll be able to see every step I take and everything that I've personally done in my own business to start and grow my car detailing company. Okay, so this is pretty much everything that I've done in order to set up my business within a month and a half or so. And my starting point is really right around the beginning of April, the end of March. First of all, I made my business name, what my entire business is gonna be. Then I went on to Fiverr, paid some guy like 10 bucks. I drew up kind of what I want the logo to look like, sent it over to him. He digitized everything and sent me all of it. I did a few different packages, and then I went ahead and I priced them all myself, kind of depending on time and how much overhead I really think I'm gonna have within these first few months. I do plan on raising my prices sometime in the future. Then I actually just purchased a training module thing online from an influencer detailer who basically just shows me all the different products that he uses. And then his processes for detailing. Now you can obviously just go onto YouTube and watch these videos yourself, but for me and my business plan, time is of the essence, and I'm really trying to grow fast. And I just bought one thing from a guy. He taught me everything and his processes and the products he uses. Now, along with all this, I also took care of all the legal side of things, or somewhat everything. I am starting to track all my expenses and everything, my profit and loss every day. I set up my LLC, and I'm getting with a CPA to have him help me with that and possibly be an S Corp. And then I am currently getting quotes for business insurance. Then moving into the online side of things, I went ahead and I created Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok for my business pages. And I also went ahead and created my Google My Business, because that's definitely going to be one of the most important things here. Now, there's a lot of different things that you can do on your Google My Business page to optimize it in order for growth and to push it for certain things, but there's really three main things that you need to be focused on. That is posting pictures every single day, posting updates to your page at least 2 times a week. I try to do it every other day just to keep that interaction on my page. And 3, most importantly, is reviews. Getting as many reviews as you can. But all of this is really hard to do when you have no clients. To get clients, this is what I did in the very beginning to start getting some cars in, get some experience, and start making some money. Firstly, I reached out to all of my family that's here locally, reached out to all of my friends and their family, and I'm really just using all these people for content for Google, experience for myself to learn the products and the processes, and then also for reviews. I did 2 other things as well that might have helped a little bit with this, and it might help you a lot more. One, I created Instagram and Facebook, like I said, but I went and I followed a bunch of people, and I joined Facebook groups specifically for like car shows and car meets, and then just messaging enthusiasts, trying to see if they need any sort of services, trying to lock somebody down. Second, what I did is I actually have a bit of money saved up for this business, and I'm spending some of that right now on Google Ads. I really just set up a basic Google Ads campaign, putting just a little bit of money towards it. So far, I haven't gotten much from it, maybe just 1 call, but that's something I'm going to pursue more in the future. Now, wrapping this up completely, it's basically at the end of the time period for this episode. So right here are my earnings so far for my progress in this journey. As you can see, I was able to do 2 basic details and then a super intense full detail that was a little bit more in April. Now, these are the only real clients that I've done. Obviously, I did my family, my friends, their families, but I was really only doing those, like I said, for experience and for reviews. I did a service, I got pictures, I got the experience, but for revenue purposes, I'm not counting them because they're family. Some I didn't even charge, some of them I did discounted, so I'm not going to track that revenue as it's basically just cash and they're not real clients. So with that progress, the most important thing to do with every client that you service, whether they're family, your mom, your dad, or your friend's family, is to get a bunch of pictures. That's what I've been doing. I collected a ton of pictures, every different angle from all these cars, so that you can split it up. You don't have to post all the pictures from one car on a day. Split it up so you can post at least once or 2 cars on your Google My Business, and then use those same pictures for your updates as well. Secondly, with all this work that I did, I've been farming reviews from these people. Reviews are easily the number 1 most important thing. If you have 2 businesses, one with 10 reviews and one with 100 reviews, it's quite obvious which ones you're going to go for. Even if the 10 reviews is a 5-star and the 100 reviews is a 4.8, you're still going to go with this one just because they have more experience. The final thing that I've done in an attempt of growing and establishing a real brand in my city is my website. I saved up some money and I paid a professional developer to design and create my website. So now it's really just a one and done. I don't ever have to do it. And he also did some SEO work on it as well. Now, for my future plans and kind of what you're going to be seeing in my future episodes, there's a lot that I want to get done with my business plan. As you know, I've got a really time-sensitive 6-month roadmap for my business as well as a super aggressive business plan. And I desire to follow that no matter what happens in my business. This episode was pretty much just 1 month of April, and so the next episode should be a full progress report on 1 to 2 months. And so we'll just see what happens in May and July. But for now, here's what's kind of in the business plan for this next month or two, and exactly what I'm going to be doing to actually hit my first $10,000 a month. At the end of this list, I'm going to make sure to touch on the most important part of actually scaling. One, I have a list of a bunch of print marketing that I really want to print out with my logo on it, along with some basic business information. I feel like doing this will allow me to seem more professional at every job, as well as just to the public eye, to be able to spread my brand. Two, right now I'm doing everything manually, as you saw in that spreadsheet, but I really want to invest in a really cool CRM, partly for me, but also so that the customer experience is much better, and that also plays into building a recognizable brand. And the most important thing that's going to be key to actually hitting $10,000 a month in this very beginning phase is going to be Google Ads. Like I said, I tried to run some of this on my own with very little budget and experience, and so I know how important it's going to be. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it completely on my own, or I may just find somebody and hire them to do it for me in the same sort of way that I did my website. Now, that's pretty much my plan for the future episode. If my Google Ads do start and I get that set up completely, I may go ahead and start looking for a shop, possibly sign a lease, we'll see, simply so that I can get a jump start on my ceramic coating part of the business and start scaling even faster than I planned.